Adibi, I know about Poland, I would have graduated by now, working, making my money as a big woman.
Hi guys, once again, welcome to my channel. This is an information hub. My name is Kuma. Thank you to all the subscribers, over 10,000 of you. I cannot thank you enough. And you know, I always bring young achievers here. I always bring nurses here, anybody who has a story to tell. And today we have Julia. Julia is originally from Nigeria, but she's studying nursing in Poland. If you are looking to changing career, you want to switch your career, you want to go to nursing because of the job prospects, and you don't know where to go, there are options. So many countries offer this. And Julia is here to tell us about how to study nursing in Poland, life after school going forward, and anything else you need to know about nursing in Poland. And she's a fellow YouTuber. She's going to tell us about the channel, and go find her and subscribe to her channel for more content. Please subscribe. I double as a lead consultant for USRN Pathway Consult. If you're a general nurse, midwife, or psychiatry nurse who wants to work in USA and wants self-sponsorship, you want to do the process and bear the cost yourself, find me at www.USRN Pathway Consult, where I help nurses through the paperwork so you write NCLEX and we find your recruiters. Enough of the commercial. Julia, welcome to my channel. So grateful to have you here.
I'm so pleased to be here.
Can you please introduce yourself to my viewers, my 10,000 plus viewers?
Okay, my name is Julia Ezeji. I'm in Nigeria, YouTuber, and also a nursing student studying in Poland. So you can check my channel for more of my vlog.
Okay. So the channel name is right on the screen, as you can see, Julia Ezeji. Please go and subscribe and watch the content for your sister, okay? Okay, so Julia, you are a nursing student in Poland. First of all, what made you make the decision to go to nursing school, and why did you choose Poland?
Okay, right from time when I was younger, I have always wanted to study. Initially, it was medicine I wanted to study, but there's something they call JAM then in Nigeria. My cutoff is always not up to the required cutoff mark, so I have to switch to study computer science. But previously, I was trying to study nursing in Nigeria, but it's so competitive. Studying nursing is very, very difficult. So I had to switch to study computer science, but I felt like I wasn't really in the right career path that I wanted to be. So I said, okay, let me go back to the medical field, which is nursing at that time is the best option for me. So I still tried. I could not get admission, and I thought of, okay, let me go out of the country to check for other countries that will accept nursing student, and at the same time very affordable, because affordability was one of my key points, what I was looking out for. So UK was out of it, US was out of it, same with Canada. Then I looked towards Europe, and I think Poland came in for me. I wanted to try Germany, but I need to know German to like B2 or C1. So I tried Poland, and I got the admission and my visa.
Okay, so talking about affordability, first of all, what is the process? Somebody watching this wants to study nursing and they can't afford it. What is the process? Where should they start from?
Okay, if you want to study nursing in Poland, first you need to have your O level. I don't know how they call it in other country. Is in Nigeria we call it O level. Yes, your O level. So you need to have at least nothing less than C5 all through. Then some university may accept if you have C6, but biology must be C5, not less than. Then after you've gotten that, then for Nigeria, you need to go, there's something they call in the Ministry of Education, Foreign Affairs, you need to authenticate your results. But if you're an adult student like me, you need to add maybe your BSc, HND that you had previously, because definitely you're going to have a very long academic gap. So you need to show for it why the academic gap. But if you are in your teen or early 20, you may not need BSc or HND. Then afterwards, you authenticate your results. Then you go to the embassy to legalize. Remember, some university in Poland don't need you to legalize or authenticate before they give you admission. But why most of them, like that of Medical University of Warsaw, WUSH, or Medical University in Lublin, they need you to authenticate before and legalize before that. But my university don't require that. But you must authenticate and legalize before you enroll. That is, your enrollment is going to be when you are in Poland. Then after that, then you book for your appointment for visa. Visa is very, very tough in Lagos. So if you are in another African country and you know it's very easy for you to get your visa appointment, fine, it's good and fine. I think Ghana, they come to Nigeria for their appointments, visa appointments. Yeah, so Ghana, Cameroon, and about other six African countries, they come to Nigeria for their visa application. So after you get your visa application, before that, before you go for your visa, you need to apply to a university and they need to give you admission. So after getting your admission, so they require, after paying your school fees and everything, there's some documentation the university will give to you, about 6 or 7 pages, depending on the university. Then that's what you take to the embassy to apply for your visa. So that's how that's the process. It's a straightforward process, not very, very difficult.
Wow. So if you have to authenticate your education, do they have like agencies or specific companies you want you to send your documents to verify it for you in Poland, or you can do it elsewhere?
You do that in whatever country where you study your O level, your BSc, wherever that's where you're gonna do it. Like for me, my own case, my first degree, like I said previously, I had computer science. So my first degree, I did it. I had it in Nigeria. So I wanted to authenticate my results, my O level, everything in Nigeria because that was where I did it.
Oh, okay. So from the time you applied to the time you got the admission, how many months or weeks was it?
Okay, admission process is very, very fast. Within 4 weeks, you should get your admission.
Okay.
It's very fast, depending on the university. Some university takes like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, some 2 months maximum.
Okay. So somebody watching this now who wants to come next year, what time should they start this process? What are the academic years? Which months do school start?
And they have 2 academic calendar in Poland, which is the summer intake, which starts from March, and the winter intake, which starts from October. So if you are coming, if you are in that part of the country, West African country, where you need to go to Nigeria to apply for your visa, I will advise you to start 8 months before your resumption time. Why? Because the visa application is what takes time. The struggle is really, really tough. But if you're in other African country where you don't come to Nigeria to apply for your visa, within 3 months, let me say if you're coming for March intake, you can start October.
Okay. So somebody's saying, why Poland? Why Poland? Do I have to learn the language Polish before I get admission? Is the teaching in English mode or is the teaching done in Polish?
Okay, you don't need to know Polish for you to get admission, but there's a clause there because if you want to study for free, like if you want to study medicine or nursing in Polish, you need to know Polish to like B2. That means you are studying for free. Well, my uni don't offer that. So there are universities that offer that, which is the government university. But if you want to pay tuition fee, they are going to teach you in English. You don't need to know Polish.
Okay. But can somebody do the Polish, they study the language outside before they come into the country? Because I know German, people do it online, A1, B1, B2. You can do a little bit before you enter the country. Can somebody start studying Polish if they want to go to school for free? Can they do that online somewhere?
Yeah, you can do that online. There are companies that offer training online, and also you can check your wherever you base and look around. There are some like in Nigeria, I understand my country, the system. There are some people that are in charge of teaching languages, foreign languages. They can teach German, French. So you can check out those education center to see if they have Polish. Yes, if they have Polish instructor.
So basically, somebody is coming to school in English medium, which would be easier for them because most of us speak English. They would have to pay tuition.
Yes, you have to pay tuition fee.
Okay. So how much is the tuition fee, a range you can give us?
Okay. Depending on the university, like for that of my university, it's about 4,000 euro per year. Then you pay application fee of 300 euro because my university use agency. what you need to do is go to my university. The website is Visempo University. You go to the website, you check the admission board, the admission admin. Just write them, and they will give you the email of the agency in charge of. Most of them, they like intermediary agency that helps them with recruiting students from Africa, most especially. So they're going to give you the email of the agency in charge, and you write the agency. Then you have to immediately, within 3 weeks, you get your admission, and you have to pay €300 to the agency, then pay your tuition fee. But for other university, like Gidans, the tuition fee is about, I think, €5,000. But sometimes it fluctuates because they convert it to zloty. So a semester is about 23,000 zloty. So if the inflation rate is high, the zloty is going to go high, then euro will reduce. That's why sometimes in the University of Gidans, some people tell you, I pay €4,500. Some will say I pay 5,000, depending on the currency exchange at that moment.
Yeah.
So that's why it alters the euro amount you pay. But for that of University of Warsaw, I don't know how much. There's another university called Visay. That university is very, very cheap, but they have their own pattern of studying. Like, is very funny. Their clinicals are not so complete, but I have an interview with someone that on my channel that studied that Visay. He is now working in UK as a registered nurse. So studying nursing is not, sometimes you have to look at the university. But another thing is, you studying, even if you go to the best university in the world, if you don't know anything, you will not know it.
That's
But
true.
why some will just learn from online and they still do better than someone that went to the best university. So you just have to, something good about that Visay is they give you time. It's flexible. They give you time to work. So they don't like tie you down to always want to study. Unlike my university that they will mess up with your schedules. You will barely have time to work.
Wow.
So there are so many other universities out there. So that of the Visay, is way cheaper. I think about €300 or €35. So they allow you to pay a semester. But my university, they don't allow you to pay a semester. You need to pay 1 year the first time as you're applying. So that of Gidans also allow you to pay a semester as a new applicant. So there are a bunch of other universities in Poland, about 7 or 6 of them. I listed them on my channel, so you can check it out and know more about what I have to say about this university.
So let's go back. You applied, you got the admission, you paid the €300, and then you got a visa and you left. Did the agency make an arrangement to pick you up at the airport to the campus, or how did you find your way to the school?
Okay, the agency will offer you a service. They charge you for that. Remember, it's not free. I think the service is about, they told me then, as at when I came, they told me, that was early 2021. They told me I would pay like about €500 for them to come pick me up at the airport. And a new student, you are cutting costs because you don't know what you are expecting ahead of you. So I told them, okay, don't worry, I'll find my way. And prior to that, my uni, I sent mail to my uni that I need an accommodation. So they connect me to a fellow Nigerian student in my school that helped me get the accommodation, though I paid her for the service. I paid about 200 zloty. But that was not a problem because I know I'm safe, because since it's connection from the uni, if she's going to run away with my money, I'm going to contact the uni about it.
Yeah.
So I sent her money before I left Nigeria. I sent her money for the accommodation. And I told her for the agency fee, which is for her to help me look for the accommodation, I'm going to pay her when I arrive in Poland. And she accepted. So she already booked my apartment for me. So as that when I got, the guy helped me, put me in the train and everything. I got to my stop. It was hectic for me. But at least I saved my €500 that would have paid the agency to come pick me up, which is something I finally did. So it was fun though, stressful, but it's worth it.
So the program is a 3-year bachelor's, or is it a diploma? What is it?
It's a 3-year bachelor degree.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said somebody was able to use the certificate to work in UK.
Yes, I did a full interview of one of the previous students that graduated a few months back, is now presently working in the UK. If you graduate as a nursing student in Poland, you're not going to write the CBT, you're not going to write any exam, you just get your PIN from Poland, send mail to NMC in UK, and
Wow.
That's
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the program. It's 3 years, and you do class. You go for lectures, physical lectures, or is it online? And you go to the hospital for clinicals. So what time do you start clinicals? First year or second year? What year are you right now?
I'm in my fourth semester, which is second year.
So do you do they go for lectures? Do you have a teacher teaching you? Is it an online class, or do you go for clinicals?
Okay. When I came I came March 2021.
Mhm.
We had like about 18 courses.
Okay.
That first semester, we had our first semester was 18 courses.
Mhm.
So out of the 18, we had like 7 that was online,
Oh, okay.
while the rest was physical. So we could not do everything physical because there were so much going from class. So it got to a point that there was a time that for like a whole week, I have class morning, afternoon, night, morning, afternoon, night. It was so hectic. At the same time, we did just more like half physical, half online. Then second semester, it got a bit better. So we had like 12. So we had 3 classes online, while the rest was physical. But in third semester, I think we had 2 online, the rest was physical. But in this fourth semester, everything is totally physical, no online classes. Then
Wow.
as for the clinical, we started clinical second semester. So in second semester, we only did clinical like twice in that semester. So each of the clinical was 2 weeks, and each day it has to be 8 hours. Yes.
Wow. And this, you go to a real hospital and deal with real patients.
Yes, I have a vlog on that. My hospital practical, about 6 or 7 of them, where we went to the hospital. We even went to the surgical room, like we were there when they were conducting surgery on the patient, and the doctor was telling us we also have other medical students.
Mm-hmm.
The nurses and doctors were there, so the surgeon was busy doing what he's doing at the same time, telling us, okay, this is this, you are free to ask questions. I asked several questions and he was answering it while conducting the surgery. So it was fun, and we were able to we did practicals in the internal medicine, where we take care of patients with diabetes. We're able to dress their wound. We did a whole lot of things.
So the patient population and the staff, you communicate in English?
Actually, we have a translator that goes with us. So the translator does the translating. Whenever we want to talk to a patient, he tells the patient, okay, seek for permission. Okay, these are nursing students. Are they allowed? Are you okay if you want them to do this? And the patient speaking Polish is
Wow.
really interesting.
So the accommodation, you said you had to get it yourself. So it's not like it's on the campus, it's off the campus somewhere away.
It's off the campus, yes.
Okay.
Well, it's off the campus, but a facility being occupied by students.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like a huge apartment. Then you have your own
A
room
room.
to yourself. It's not really like, well, there are students that goes to stay in their own, like a whole flat. They rent their own flat. So I don't know where they get their money. So me, I'm cutting costs.
Mm-hmm.
So so I have to get an apartment where students, we share the apartments to cut costs, so everyone have their things to themselves. And yeah, I think it's better for me.
Wow. So did you say that after the 3-year program, you do not have to write any licensure?
No, you don't need to write it. That is if you're going for UK. But if you want to work in, we have several agencies coming here in my university.
Okay.
Not only my university, other university, they come. We have some coming from Norway, Germany. But Germany, sometimes they are a bit tricky. They want to ask you for money to train you for the language. Then we have some coming from Norway. But that of the Norwegians, the agency are doing it for free. They'll train you to learn the language. The only thing you need to do is to write their exams, which is the language exam. Then when you pass the language exam, then you're off to that country. So when you get to the country, you work as an assistant, pending when you do the adaptation course. There's this adaptation course for like few months for you to learn their system of practice and all those stuff. So when you do it, they'll test you.
Okay.
Normally, they'll test you to be sure that actually you've actually passed the adaptation course. Then after that, then you become a full registered nurse.
Wow. So it looks like Poland is training all of you, and all of you are getting away. Why don't nurses want to work in Poland?
Well, number one is the language.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm so lazy to learn new language. Even my mother tongue, I'm still struggling with it, which
Mhm.
is Igbo language.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling with it. So imagine me learning another man's language. So it's a very tough decision to make. And secondly, the pay in Poland is not encouraging. It's very, very poor. Can be as poor as €500 per month.
Oh.
500 €700 per month. Though cost of living is a bit cheaper,
Mm.
but it's not as cheap as cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not enough.
Oh, they don't pay well over there.
They don't pay very well. But most people stay back, those that know the language, they stay back to get their 1 year experience so that they can move to Canada, US, because Canada, US, and Australia need you to have at least 1 year experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for those that cannot learn the language, they just go straight to UK, get the experience, then move to whatever country they decide they want to go to.
So when you graduate, your certificates and your transcripts, they are going to be in the English language, right?
Everything is going to be two,
Oh,
English
okay.
and Polish.
Okay. So if you're using it
English
to
and
apply to Canada, UK, US, you use the English one.
the English version.
But if you want another country, though, you have to translate your document if you have to use the
Yes. So
English
the
one.
Polish one, I'll keep it for myself. Then the English one is what I'm going to use to apply to other country.
Wow. So how has life been generally as an international student studying in Poland? How is life? How is the weather? How are the people there? You already said cost of living is good. So how is life as an international student? Would you advise somebody to come and study over there?
Yeah, I want to correct what you said. Cost of living is low. Fine, it's low, but not as low as you expect.
Okay.
Compared to Germany, they receive their pay there is in euro.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at cost of accommodation, it's almost the same.
Mm.
So at the end of the day, you find out that cost of living is not really that low, except you want to live in the outskirts of the
Mm.
city, the town, which means you're cutting yourself off from civilization. That
Mm.
place is way cheaper. So ever since I came to Poland, life has been interesting. At the same time, there's this up and down,
Yeah.
finance, stress, not getting job. Reason why I said not getting job is because of the city where I stay, and also my uni are not really giving the time. The schedules are so tight. So sometimes they fix classes in the morning, afternoon, and
Mm.
evening. So you can't really work. There are some people that they still work. They kind of like skip classes, but it's not really helping them because I see them struggling, trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm this kind of person is I am not really I won't say I'm a slow learner, I won't say I'm a fast learner, but I'm this kind of person. I like taking my time to grab things.
Yeah.
So if I miss so many classes, I find it very difficult to pick up. And also there are other cities like Gdansk, Warsaw, Łódź, Poznan. There are a whole lot of jobs available for you. My uni is very, very good. The problem is just that time for you to work. But for those in studying in the management, they have a whole lot of time. Sometimes they have class once in a week or
Oh.
twice in a week. And that is where VSA comes in. That's why VSA, most people prefer VSA.
Nursing school generally, no matter where you are, nursing school is extreme. You have to study a lot. You need to put a lot of time, no matter which part of the world you are studying from.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that brings me to you. You were given a student visa, and how long was that visa? And how many hours is does that visa allow you to work? In US, UK, they give you visa. You can only work 20 hours, and sometimes the job has to be on campus. But it seems like have a free range over there. Can you clarify that for me, please?
Okay, at the time they gave me my study visa, it was
Mm-hmm.
1 year study visa. That's 12 for the duration of 12 months. Why
Okay.
some who are not lucky, they'll give them 6 months, some 9 months. It all depends on your passport, your international passport, the validity you have on it. And
Oh.
sometimes depending on what you fill on your form, your application form. So for the working hours, some students work 24 hours.
Mm.
That is, if you want to work 24 hours a day, you are free to do
You can
that.
do that,
You
yeah.
pay, they will only tax you. So there's no duration of time you can work.
Oh.
As long as you attend your class, as long as you pass, you write your exam, the immigration office don't have problem with you. Because before they extend your stay, before they give you your resident permit, they will contact your school. Your school will send them your results.
Oh.
So if you're not performing well, sorry, they will not grant it. But if you are performing well, even if you don't attend class, most likely those in the management, they don't care. All they know is your results.
Mm. Wow. So you use
Yeah.
the results to extend your get your permit.
Yes.
see.
Yes. Like
And
for my university, if you don't attend class, you'll be in trouble because now the professors are so keen on that. They want to see everyone. There's one of our professors that is teaching us in fundamental of emergency medicine. So after everybody writes their attendance, he's going to take a picture. He'll start counting how many people were in the class. So if it's less than the name on the attendance, then they start scrutinizing it. Who you start at the point. So attendance is very important. I don't know about other university. So as long as you're able to attend class and you pass very well, the immigration officers are going to extend your stay.
so when they renew it, I'm sure you've done yours. And when you did it, how long did they give you? Another 1 year? Or how?
They gave me 2 years and 3 months. Why some they gave them 15 months, some they gave them 18 months. But renew your stay is not a problem in Poland as long as you attend your study.
You mentioned a few universities. I want you to mention them again one by one, at least 5 universities people can go online and read about and start their process. And I'll also leave the name in the description box. So
Okay.
For me.
Okay, number 1 is Vincent Paul University. 2 is Vise. Vise is more like a short form of the university name. The university name is in Polish, very, very long. But Vise, maybe you type Vise on Google, it's going to come out. And also Gdansk University, Medical University of Gdansk, Medical University of Lublin, Medical University of Warsaw, Medical University of Łódź.
Let's just summarize and see. If somebody wants to study in Poland, they need their O level. Is O level the same as secondary school or high school nowadays?
Yes, it's same as secondary school.
Okay,
O
so
level.
they need that. And what else do they need? Obviously, you need admission, money to pay for the admission. That is about 300 euros there. But what else would they need to put together?
Like using your O level alone is if you are
Younger.
early 20, if you are younger. But if you are an adult like me, O level is not enough. You need to tender other certificates you have, like your OND, HND, or BSc. Then paying for admission for my university, I don't know about, like for University of Gdansk, you don't need to pay application fee.
Okay.
But there's another fee that comes in after paying your tuition fee. It's about 3,000 zloty. That should be like more than 600 euro. That's more than 600 or 700 euro that you pay for orientation. But my university, we didn't pay that. But Medical University of Lublin is very tough to get admission there. So I want to advise you to even look at that place because I can't really guide you on that. So with your O level, depending on your age, is enough for you to apply. Then after you got your admission, then you start paying your tuition fee if the university don't require application fee.
Okay. So the visa fee, do you still remember how much you paid?
Yeah, I remember I paid 80 euro. That is for my embassy.
That is a good price. Wow.
80 euro. Yeah.
I see. So any last words, any advice to anybody who wants to switch career, anybody who wants to study nursing? What did you study initially before you decided to switch? What was your first?
Computer science. Okay, the mistake I made is I should have chosen Poland a long time ago because initially I started my traveling abroad. I started with Canada. That's a long time. Adibi, I know about Poland. I would have graduated by now, working, making my money as a big woman. But I was busy. Canada messed me up. And I look at Germany messed me up. But I am happy for the level I am now. But if you are still contemplating of studying, or you feel like you are too old to study, that studying, changing career is for those in their 20s, no, you're making a wrong mistake.
Yeah.
Take up the bold step and change your career. Because I've heard of a friend, she said there's someone in their class that the lady is 50 years old.
Yeah.
She's studying nursing.
You did mention that there are Zimbabwean nurses who came to study and they are living there and working and speaking the language, right?
Yes.
Any other African countries you see around over there?
Well, if for nursing, I don't know of other African countries that are working here. But for other field, other profession, there are so many Nigerians working here in Poland. Yes, so many Nigerians. But in Poland, we have more of Zimbabweans here.
Okay.
Nigerians, the blacks in Poland, Nigerians can be like 5%, 80% are Zimbabweans. Then other 10% are other African nationality like South Africa, Ghana, and the rest.
Okay.
Nigerians are not much here, but I know of a Nigerian working in the bank. I know a lot of Zimbabweans working in the bank, working in different professions. So if you are coming to study other course, not nursing, just know this place is going to be okay for you, because getting job, as long as you know Polish to at least B1, you will get a very good job and a paying job. But for the nursing, they don't pay nurses very well here. That's the problem.
I see. So the languages, the very first one is what? A1?
The first, yes, A1, A2, B1, B2. But you don't need language to work here, because those Africans I know that are working here, that is those not in the medical field, they don't know the language. But like if you want to get your permanent stay, you need to know Polish to B1 to get your permanent stay, because after staying here for 5 years, you are entitled to apply for your permanent stay. So that's where the language comes in very important. So that's it.
Okay, wow. Thank you very much for sharing. So your social media handle, your YouTube, tell us, where can we find you?
YouTube channel, which is Julia AZG, and also my Facebook page. If you want to send me DM, you can check my Facebook page. It's Julia Beauty and Style. So that's my Facebook page. I have it in my, if you check my channel description section, you'll see the details there.
Okay, I'll leave all her handles in the description box. Click on the title of this video and you will see the description box, and you find all the universities that she has mentioned. I'll try and get a website and get it in this video. If you're interested in any of them, you want to study nursing, you don't know where to go, this is another option for you. You know, this is an information hub, and we bring you the information from the first-hand authentic source. Thank you very much for Julia. Go and find her channel and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you to all of you, my new subscribers. Welcome, everybody. Feel at home, ask questions. I'm always answering questions in the comment section. Find my Telegram group. I'm going to pin it in the description box and also in the comment section. Join that Telegram group. There are great opportunities out there. You never know which one will be yours. Thank you and bye-bye.